Bonjour Français 2, it's Madame Torres, your French teacher, and I am putting together this little video which I will work on doing for you each week as a little update and preparation of ending one week and starting the next. So I hope you guys had a wonderful first week into the course. You probably noticed that you're completing about one unit per week as we work through each of the units. And so I want to make sure you know how to navigate through all this and that you can find everything that you need to be successful. So first, of course, I'm going to update this class announcement now. It's going to have information for you. That's where this video is going to be posted. Next week, Tuesday, we will have our first really official Class Connect session for your French class at 1 p.m. So that will be populated right here. And please make sure you attend. We're going to go over what you learned in the first unit and get you into Unit 2. So this is being posted on Friday, so you'll probably see that today you have a writing test to complete, a unit test to complete, and Lesson 5. Lesson 5 is just these tests. So let me show you a little bit of how your lessons are formatted. So I'm going to go into the content of your course. Each unit looks pretty much the same. Let's go to Lesson 1, Unit 1, Semester 1. So each unit has 5 lessons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty much one for each day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's how it will probably always be unless we have a day off or when we're on vacation. Lessons 1 and 2 are your introductions to the material. Lesson 1 will always have your vocabulary. So in Lesson 1 you have your objectives, and right after that you have your vocabulary. This is where you find your vocabulary sheets. Go to it, download it right there. It has a little print button right at the bottom of it. You'll see them right there. And you can print out the vocabulary sheet. Lesson 2 is always grammar. This is where you're going to do some more practice and you'll have a grammar introduction. Notice all this practice you have. So much practice. That's because it's preparing you for when you have to take a test or a quiz. Lesson 3 is where you start submitting work that is for a grade. You will always have like a pop quiz in Lesson 3. You'll probably always have a reading comprehension quiz or a listening comprehension quiz with the due dates. Lesson 4 is the same thing. You're practicing, and learning about the culture. So here, if you can see, you have a little, you'll learn about La Polynésie Française, which is French Polynesia, and you'll have a little quiz on that. And then Lesson 5 is always a test. Sometimes it'll just be a unit test that's multiple choice. Sometimes it will also be a writing test like here. Sometimes it'll be a speaking as well. So it just depends on the focus for that unit. So again, you have a pretty basic layout. Unit 1, or each unit has 5 lessons. Lesson 1 is vocabulary introduction. Lesson 2 is grammar introduction. Lesson 3 is also some practice, and quizzes. Lesson 4 is more practice and culture quizzes. And Lesson 5 is the exam for the entire unit. So every Friday you'll probably be doing this. I'm going to include in my news item here with the video a couple of questions that will help you out in completing the test for Semester 1, Unit 1. This week we're going to be working on Unit 2. So Monday you'll have started your vocabulary, and Tuesday when we meet we'll go into your vocabulary, reviewing it, practicing it, and any questions that you might have about the grammar. Always keep an eye out on your homepage for the class announcements. Always check your calendar here on the left side, and I will see you guys on Tuesday in our Class Connect session. Merci, au revoir.